Welcome. We made this video to help you through the Child Care Resiliency Fund application. The video is made to give you support and answer any questions that you have along the way while you're applying. If you still have questions after this video, you are welcome to email info@first5sonomacounty.org or call the other numbers or emails that are listed within the application and on our website at First 5 Sonoma County. The Child Care Resiliency Fund was put together with private and public funding, and this is for sustainability of our child care system here in Sonoma County. Some of the eligibility requirements include that you can be a private child care center, a larger family child care home, a licensed exempt setting, which would be a family, friend, or neighbor that is registered with the Resource and Referral in Sonoma County. That would be either 4 Cs or River to Coast. For center-based child cares or preschools, there is a limit to the amount of federal or state contracted payment that you can receive. So depending on the size of the child care facility, at least 50, 75, or 50%, 65%, or 75% of your child care slots would need to be either private pay, tuition-based, or vouchers. Those are not federal or state contracted child care slots. Head Start is a fully funded state or federal contract, and so that is not included in this eligibility. For the use of the grants, you may use this specifically for sustainability, so it can cover costs to maintain a safe environment for children with appropriate disinfectant cleaning supplies, janitorial needs, and safety measures to ensure they are following latest CDC community care licensing and local guidelines to mitigate COVID-19. Operating costs, including payroll, rent, mortgages, taxes, insurance, utilities, and other operating expenses. Cost of high-speed internet or wireless hotspots to increase bandwidth or to support distance learning. Cost of equipment and furniture to create developmentally appropriate environments for successful distance learning in or outdoors. Cost to develop outdoor environments such as outdoor sinks, shaded spaces, or other items of that nature. Some of the requirements: you must complete this application by 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, December 1st, 2020. Child care programs that provide services at more than one site must submit separate applications for each site or facility if they would like funding for each site. Along with your application, you must submit a W-9. You can click the link here and complete the W-9 and submit it later in the application. If you have any problems uploading the W-9 form, you are welcome to email it to info@first5sonomacounty.org. This has to be submitted by 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, December 1st, 2020. All applicants who receive an award are required to also complete a brief follow-up survey that will be approximately in May of 2021. The survey will ask about some of the demographics for the children that attend your care, about the sustainability of your center, if you still remain open, if you have closed, and what the reason you have closed would be, possibly a few other questions. If you still need assistance after this video, you are welcome to contact one of the contacts listed here or listed on our website. In question 1, the primary contact is for the person completing the application. We would also like the name of the organization and the site name if it is different than the overall organization name. The physical address of the site that you are applying for. In question 2, this is a mailing address if it's different than your site address. If it's the same, you can enter the same address. In address 2, this line, if you do not have a suite number, a PO box, or an apartment number, you can enter NA in this line so that you can go forward. Just as a reminder, all of the questions that have a star or asterisk are required to complete. In number 3, we're asking for a license number or registration number. For licensed exempt providers, you should have a registration number with the resource and referral, either 4Cs or River to Coast. In number 4, we are asking you to confirm you are caring for children before COVID-19 shelter in place started March 17th of 2020. This grant is for providers who were caring for children before the shelter in place order. If you were not caring for children before the shelter in place order, you may be ineligible. We're asking the current status of your childcare, currently open and caring for children on site, temporarily closed, but planned to reopen by January 15th or other. If you have a situation other than these 2 responses, you can share it in that line. Number 6, ask what kind of a site you are applying for. There's small and large family childcares, small or medium, large, and extra large childcare or center-based facilities. Please read these carefully. The percentages are showing how many private pay, tuition, or voucher childcare slots you have at your center-based site. There are different grant amounts for different percentages of how many are private, tuition, or vouchers. If you are a small or medium and have less than 75% of your childcare slots, private pay, tuition, or vouchers, you may be disqualified. This would mean you have over 25% of your children that have a state or federal contract to pay for their slot. This is similar for each of these size childcare facilities. So please read carefully, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to contact us. You are also welcome to apply if you are a licensed exempt family friend or neighbor provider registered with the Sonoma County Resource and Referral, which would be 4Cs or River to Coast. Or there's a licensed exempt parent cooperative. In this question, we're asking you to complete the number of children you have in each age group. For 0 to 2-year-old children, you would enter the number. 3 to 5-year-old children, you would enter the number. 6 to 12-year-old children, you would enter the number here. This grant is specifically for children that are 0 to 12 years old. However, if you would like to enter children that you are caring for that are 13 to 17 years old, you can do so here. Each of these needs to be completed with a response in order to move forward. Number 8, we're asking how you plan on using the funds. This is specifically for sustainability, so you can check the box that's appropriate for what is most important to sustain your childcare. If it is something that is not listed on here that we haven't thought of, please enter it under Other and Describe. Number 9 gives a description of the maximum grant amounts per the size childcare that you are applying for. It also includes the eligibility of the 100% private or tuition or voucher pay, and the other size requirements that are there. Once you've read through these and you understand which category you qualify in, you can enter the total grant amount that you are applying for. In this section, you will use a whole number. Do not use a $sign, a comma, or a period for change. Next, we ask you to please describe how you would be using the funds. You can give a description of the amount you would be purchasing each item for, and this can be an estimate. In this section, we are just asking you if you've already accessed any of these resources. You can check the box that's appropriate. If you have not accessed any, we have an option for that. If you have accessed other resources that have helped you sustain through the COVID-19 pandemic, you can enter other and clarify here. We'd also like to know what that grant or resource amount was. In this question, we're asking if you plan to access any of these options for sustainability for your childcare. Enter any box that's appropriate and the amount. If you did not access in the amount, you can write 0. This again should be a whole number, so you won't use a $sign, comma, or period. In this question, we are asking you for your sustainability plan. If you are temporarily closed, please describe how this grant will allow you to reopen by January 15th, 2021, which is an eligibility requirement, while COVID-19 restrictions are still in place. If you are caring for children now, please describe how this grant will allow you to continue caring for children while COVID-19 restrictions are still in place. You write your plan in this section. On the last question, we have an option for you to upload your completed W-9 form. You can use your form and hit choose file and upload from your computer or other devices. If you're having problems or unable to enter your form here, you are welcome to email the form to info@first5sonomacounty.org. The W-9 also needs to be submitted by 5 p.m. December 1st, 2020. If you have any questions that we didn't answer today, you are also welcome to contact the numbers that are available in the beginning of the application or on our First 5 website. Thank you, and I hope this really helps.